welcome back to my channel. It's me, Alana Sheree, for AllonaShareeTV. And we are going to be watching some One Piece. You guys, not even a few minutes ago, my mod, Paul, reached out to me and said, Alana, get off your stream, because I was twitching because tonight is Saturday and it's Dragon Ball Z Abridged night. But anyways, we were watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged and he messaged me saying, Alana, stop what you're doing right now and go watch One Piece right now. So you know what I did? I got my ass up off of Twitch, and I'm in my room right now so I can sit down and watch it. He said this episode I have to see, especially, you know, more than likely if he's seen it's going crazy. I bet the whole internet is probably going crazy right now. So last bit, I'm just going to give you a rundown of what I recall and what I remember. Drake is with the Navy. I know I said the government. In my head, it's just like the government and the Navy are working alongside each other, but I have to realize that the Navy and the world government are separate. So thank you to those who made sure I remember that distinction. They don't really, I guess the world government has Cypher Pole, and then the Navy has Drake in the secret agent type of group right there. Okay, so we have that. We have this whole thing of Sabo possibly being dead, or maybe it's Vivi's father being dead, because I don't believe that there's no way we get a brother, you know, that dies and then we come find a brother and then Oda decides to kill him. Luffy, that I don't think that would be a good thing for Luffy at all. So I don't think Sabo's necessarily dead. I feel as if, I don't know, something is not, I don't know. I just don't think Sabo's dead. Maybe it's Vivi's father. They mentioned Alabasta and all that stuff. So I'm more so leaning on Vivi's side of the spectrum of a death or whatever. And then we had Blackbeard talking about let's go or something like that. So in my head, it's like, is he going to try to get Sabo's devil fruit? Because, I mean, he's been always trying to get the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Or get his fruit. So I have all these questions regarding that. We had big news, okay? Freaking squaring up with Cypher Pole, knocking this guy's lights out, and basically saying, I might twist stories here and there, but at the end of the day, this is my shit, and I'm gonna put out what I want to put out, and that's what that was about. And then we also had Wapo, did I say his name right? We have him contacting Big News for some type of story or whatever, and he got going on. So we have that going on as well. I just feel like there's so many things going down at this moment that heaven knows what this episode is going to entail. So yeah, without further ado though, let me stop running my gums and let's just go ahead and jump on into some One Piece. Let's go. That's right, they are going against the Shichibukai too. Buggy's ending was hilarious. Show some guts, you fools! I can't wait for it. Okay, I'm okay with the recap. I want to see the new. Oh Lord, Akainu. I wonder why he was against it. Is he hurt? That's true. He has a point. The Special Science Group. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. What? The Return of the Rocks. When you think about it like that, they know how each other moves. They know each other's strong aspects and low aspects. This is kind of how old is that darn goat? Skull Island? First Captain Rocks. Whitebeard. Okay, look at this. What's in up, girl? Shiki. He was in the same. He was a Rocks. King of the world. Mm. That grin, though. God Valley. It seems like they tore up the Navy. What the heck is this guy? That's Garp. Oh my gosh. The hero of the Navy. Garp stopped them? Was it Roger? Celestial dragons? Who these little fugly things? I love Garp. So he helped the celestial dragons keep their slaves. The name God Valley. Don't tell me it's Raftail. Is God Valley Raftail? I'm not gonna assume. But you think about 30 something years ago was not that long ago. But the thing is also Rock's D. D. The celestial dragons hate those with D in their name. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna press pause for a second. All right. My brain. All right. So here we go. We have Big Mom Kaido, Whitebeard, and Chebek. All on the same crew. Okay. Of course, he's Captain Rocks. Okay. Cool beans. But we also had Garp and Roger, okay? Not with them, but like fighting against them, basically. Also, like after that, Whitebeard and Roger became friends. So Garp and Roger were the ones to defeat the Rocks pirates. How do they defeat them? Number one, with Kaido and Big Mom there. I don't know. I don't think there's like a clash, like a fighting clash. Like maybe it is to seem, because Big Mom is hella powerful. Kaido is hella powerful. Not to give, to knock Garp or anything, but Garp and Roger, well, I mean, Roger did have his crewmates with him as well. Well, that would necessarily mean that Roger's crew was a hell of a lot stronger than the Rocks pirates. This is so very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. If not, I'm gonna start theorizing, and then I just need to watch the next part of the episode. All right. Wow, they were there to help the celestial dragons escape with their slaves. Why were why were they there with their slaves? So they did not have their devil fruits then? Everybody's kidding. Oh, my bounties. His crew is ugly. Little stupids. 2,247,600,000. Oh Lord. If his is that much, I can only think how much Kaido and Big Mom's is. $4,48,100,000 berries. Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Come on, Mom. 4,388,000,000 berries. Okay. Just slightly over Shanks. Just an apprentice pirate. Kaido was just an apprentice at that time. Shit, 4,611,000,000. Is this like based on their strength or the destruction? Well, press the freaking pause button. Who do you expect to help? I mean, they might have strong allies in the Navy, but sheesh. 5,046,000,000. He's dead. So at the time of them being alive, they were at the 5 billion mark at that time? Is that what they're saying? And yet Big Mom and Kaido are. They can't go in there. So they're not going to go. They're not going to do nothing for Wano. Yo, his neck is hella big. Ooh, learn his ass. Learn his ass. Luffy. Basically saying, don't overlook it. This is not a coincidence. Is that Roger? Roger? Hold on. Is that a flashback? Is that a flashback? Or is that him for real? Is he here still? No, he got killed. He's dead. Okay. The freaking front door. That has to be a flashback, right? That's a flashback. All right, you guys. I have had a moment to simmer down. I even had a moment to, gather my thoughts and talk to my mod, Paul. And you guys, this episode was freaking insane. Insane. I do want to let you guys know he did tell me about an SBS, right? Because I was like, you know me, you guys know me. I just be just blah, 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 right? And he did tell me that there is an SBS because he said, Alana, this is not even the craziest thing. And he's like, here's an SBS. Now, some people might think SBSs are spoilerish. I necessarily don't think SBSs are spoilerish. I feel as if that is Oda's way to fill in gaps here and there of maybe little details or little nuggets from maybe what he left out of the manga or anime or anything like that. But he did tell me that this was before a while back there was an SBS that dropped. So I'm going to take it necessarily not as a spoiler, but if you guys think it is a spoiler, then I apologize to you. But he told me that the name of Blackbeard's flagship is the Saber of Shebeck. You guys. A penny for my thoughts, huh? Now, we freaking have Blackbeard, who has been very methodical in everything he has been doing. Like, he has been trying to build this crew of devil fruit users, mind you, with these specific fruits that he feels as if are necessary for his crew. All right. Just I'm gonna pause on that, right? I'm gonna pause on that. We now know and see that the leader of the Rocks Pirates is Rocks D. Shebeck. What if Blackbeard's ass is a descendant or could possibly be his son? You know what I'm saying? Being like Rox's son, okay? And maybe he's trying to go about this path to honor his descendant or father. That could be his dad. It's only been 38 freaking years. You know what I'm saying? It's only been 38 years. Yes, 38 years is a good amount of time, but it ain't that big. Blackbeard's ass look old as hell. If he ain't his son, he could possibly be his grandson, but he look hella old, but I'm not gonna say nothing. He could possibly be a descendant of Shebek. And maybe that's how he knows so much about the darkness fruit. Maybe his Rock Shebek or something. Maybe he found a book or a journal or something like that of Shebek, of his exploits, things that he needed, or something like that, to where it just describes probably his journey to wanting to become king of the freaking world. I'm gonna put a nugget in that. Let's put a pin in that. We also freaking have information of the fact that, you guys get this. You guys freaking get this. Whitebeard, Big Mom, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki's ass. Yes, I said Shiki's ass. Weeville's mama, we already know previously that she was a part of the Rocks Pirates. We're all on the same flippin' team, or our ship, our crew. Yes, they said that they necessarily did not get together or get along together very, very well. But the simple fact is that we had all these heavy hitters. We've seen Shiki the Lion. If you guys, hopefully you guys seen that movie with Shiki in it. His freaking Devil Fruit power is insane. And for Shebek to have these guys with this enormous power, we have Big Mom, we already know she already had her Devil Fruit. We've had Kaido. I don't know if he already had his Devil Fruit, but his being a dragon, was it mythical type of Zoan? That's, people said, it could possibly be something else. He could have been a dragon or whatever. I'm gonna just label it as a mythical Zoan fruit, okay, for Kaido. We have Whitebeard having his strong Devil Fruit. And on top of that, you guys, yes, we had Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard all in the same crew. But Whitebeard and Roger, both of these people here, have had the highest bounties ever. No freaking pirate has ever surpassed them in this amount. And here we have new bounties for the Yonkos. Of course, Shanks, his is hella high. Do not get me wrong, but his is like on the lower, the lower spectrum compared to Big Mom and Kaido's, whose are getting very, 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 very close to Whitebeard and Roger's bounties. And we have to also understand Whitebeard's and Shanks's, Lord Jesus, Roger has been dead for a very good, supposedly, because at the end it seemed like they were trying to foreshadow that his ass was alive. But I'm gonna wait on that. He's supposed to have been gone for a very, very long time. Now, Whitebeard, I can see his bounty being the way it was because he was alive a little bit longer. But even still, something had to happen for their bounties to be so freaking high. This is what... Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going everywhere because my thoughts, even though I feel like I'm calmed down, more stuff is just like flowing through my brain. We have Whitebeard, Shiki, we have all of them from the Rocks by Shebek, all of them, right? Going against the Celestial Dragons on God Valley. Yeah, and it takes Garp and Roger to come to team freaking up, you guys, to go against them, to dismantle them correctly, correct, or whatever. I can't even speak. Jesus, my brain is just like, All right, so we have the Rocks Pirates to the left, and then we have the Navy, and we have Roger to the right. But then we see later on down the road, Whitebeard and Roger chit-chatting up with each other. How can you go from fighting each other here in God Valley, and then all of a sudden the island just disappears? At first, I was assuming that this was Raftel, but it can't be Raftel, right? Or it could possibly still be Rapture. I don't know. But to me, it's like we have this island that has fully disappeared out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, Whitebeard and Roger are chums with one another, being able to talk with each other without any animosity. I understand you're going to have rivals. I mean, I get that. That's fine. But we have these crews here who, I don't get it. How can the Rock's pirates band up together enough to then freaking, they must have a common goal. They must have had a common goal, because we already seen in the episode that they were on the same crew, but a lot of them did not like each other. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of like quarrels and fights to the death within their own crew. But yet, Shebek led these guys to God Valley, right? In order to become king of the world. You know what? Another thing that is surprising to me is the fact that when we see Whitebeard, we see him being honorable, the best father to all these orphaned or cast off children or men, or just all of them, open arms, right? And yet he joined the Rock's pirates. We've known Whitebeard to be very kind and gentle and understanding. Look how he treated Squard when Squard stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And yet he decided to go team up with Shebek, which is a freaking D. Something is going on, and I don't understand it. We also freaking have when Sengoku's telling us the story of to the younger Navy men, and then a Kainu comes in and he was like, yo, we're not going to Wano, like Wano's outside our district or whatever. And then Sengoku's like, listen here, young whippersnapper, out of everybody that we've met, all the troublesome people, Wano has had some connection somewhere. This cannot be a coincidence. So I feel as if that is Sengoku's way of egging Akainu, like, look, we need to make a trip to freaking Wano. Something here in this country who wants to stay separate. For what reason? What reason? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Everybody with the problem has been to Wano's, from what Sengoku's saying. So I'm really curious to see exactly what else is going to come out of Wano being some type of source of information that is just going to blow everything up. And I can't wait to see what that is, because I know it's going to happen. Because I think Sengoku was very much onto something about Wano. There's no coincidence. What else? My gosh, the new bounties was freaking crazy. I think I already talked about the bounties. That shit was freaking. I'm like, so much freaking information was in this damn episode. I'll probably go and put notes in the episode, because I rewatch stuff. I have to when it comes to stuff like this, I have to rewatch it. So I'll probably put little notes and corrections of my thoughts to let you guys know, like, at the moment that's what I thought about when I'm talking, but these are my thoughts now after sitting back and letting it marinate a little bit. But geez freaking Louise, you guys, and then we see Roger at the end of the episode. I don't know if that's supposed to be a freaking flashback, or are they insinuating that Roger is freaking alive? If Roger is a freaking alive, that means he's been watching this whole thing go down. I personally hope that this is just a flashback of Roger on his ship by himself, floating in the middle of the water. I hope that's the case. But if it's not him floating in the water, well, if that is him, I will feel some type of freaking way, because he had a son this whole time that he left with Garp to raise, and then for him to just allow Ace to die like that without stepping in, would piss me off. So I'm going to hope that Roger is dead. And that was just a flashback with that grin. But you guys, this freaking episode, we have so, like, my brain, like, even though I feel like I'm let it marinate a little bit, I'm still fully trying to process everything. Blackbeard could possibly be a descendant or a relative of Shebek. Shebek, I think it's hilarious how they always like darken the freaking faces, because I know it's going to be some grand reveal later on. Even the celestial dragons, they darken their faces. I wonder exactly which celestial dragons they are. And I do think also that for Garp to be there to take down the Rock's pirates, even though that's against his moral compass, from what Sengoku said, that, you know, that's the reason why Garp doesn't want to get promoted, is because he doesn't want to become a celestial lapdog, and he's there to actually help the freaking celestial dragons and their slaves escape. I wonder exactly why the celestial dragons were there, and I really wonder why Shebek, out of all the places, there's only a few celestial dragons that we saw. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6, maybe 5 or 6, or it could be 5, 6, or 7, 5 to 7 celestial dragons there. Was there a significance to these particular celestial dragons to where Shebek wanted to target? And that's another thing that I want to know. Because it doesn't seem like there was like a whole group of people living in God Valley, I don't think, or I hope not. There was only a small little island, and I thought before they were actually living somewhere else, but not, and we never actually ever heard of God Valley. And the thing is, why were the celestial dragons there? Was that their previous home? Was that where they were stationed at before they moved somewhere else? And then the whole island totally just disappears. How can a whole island disappear? Either they fuck shit up enough to where the whole island just was destroyed, or something else had to happen there. That is freaking wild. There's so much. I feel like even though I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about the episode, there's just so much in my brain that I can't even process fully. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I know this has been like a long time of me just talking and just bouncing things off of you guys. But thank you guys for watching this reaction, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.